Many young people are on the move than ever before, thirsty to tap knowledge from the big brains in Makerere University, Uganda's largest and oldest institution of higher learning. The well-streamlined education in the prestigious university has since attracted many students from Uganda, East Africa, the continent and beyond. But their search for better education at Makerere University has landed some of them into a social evil of being sexually abused by their lecturers, the people meant to build their career and moral, but now turned into self-seekers. Like modern-day corruption, where there is exchange of money for services or favor, some students are duped to exchange sex for marks. Hundreds of students from different parts of the world leave their country voluntarily and come to this great institution to seek for knowledge, but land on the hands of self-centered lecturers who abuse them. Marilyn, not real name, is a female victim of sex for marks at Makerere University and has just completed her last semester exams. She was abused by her lecturer while in first year when she was just 19. Both her parents are still alive and live in one of the remote villages in Mbarara. Every semester her parents sell 2 cows to foot her tuition and hostel fees. A lecturer who she had known way back before joining university as a family friend with intent to abuse her sexually failed her both in test and coursework. Little did she know he was laying his trap.
So he told me he was sponsoring me lunch and then he gave me money, but after giving me money, he gave me 10,000 and then he told me I could escort him to the bank. He was going to withdraw money and send it somewhere, I don't know. So I didn't mind because I didn't really expect much.
The first meeting never resolved her poor performance problem, but Marilyn was hopeful her uncle's friend would give her another chance.
He told me, do you want to pass and be the best student? I told him yes, but I can do it on my own. He said no. He said if I've done it on my own, why am I passing?
One rainy evening, he gave her a surprise call and asked her out.
So after like 3 days, he called me and he told me, can I meet him somewhere in Wandegea? So it was in the evening. I was like, it's fine, it's okay.
Reaching one of the bars in Wandegea, the lecturer alleged bought her 3 sticks of pork steak and a soda. Later she realized he was just buying time for the dark to execute his mission.
I had started wondering, why is this guy so like too much on me, because it's not about him being my lecturer, why? But I didn't think about it so much. So he bought a pork, we took.
And the two set off for the hostel, where Marilyn was meant to be dropped.
We moved, and when we reached somewhere, before you reach MBI, there were some dark corners, and then he was starting to touch me, to touch my thighs. And okay, I was not pushing him away, but in my heart, I was scared, and I didn't know what I could do. And so he kept touching my thighs, and then I would try to push him, but then he would ask me, what is it? Am I doing anything wrong? And I could not answer. I couldn't say no. I just kept quiet. And then while we were in the car...
Sorry, don't cry, sorry about it.
And then while we were in the car, Okay, he touched my boobs. Okay, I know that is stupid, but he touched my boobs. I pushed him, and then he stopped driving the car.
Marilyn never reported the case anywhere for fear that she would be blacklisted by the said lecturer. She decided to suffer silently to finish her course, and she alleges she passed the paper despite poor coursework and test marks.
I was scared. I knew maybe if I can refuse, he's going to make me fail, even the little marks I've been getting. Maybe he'll make me get a return. He asked me, do you want to pass? Do you want to pass and get better grades? Then he was like, he can help me. But as he was saying, he can help me, like he was touching me and even bringing his arms like near my neck.
Many faculties are dotted with such cases. Some few have been reported to police, but most cases are never reported. Police confirms these cases are taking place in Makerere University. It is said that lecturers in this business fail nice-looking girls so that they are trapped into sex for marks situation.
The lecturers, they target the most beautiful, or their targets. And I think they start it when the semester is beginning. They give you a retake, then they say so and so, you come and follow me in the office. And when they cooperate with them, they normally change them. Those who don't cooperate, they normally get even difficulties in graduation.
We continue our investigation and join an operation by police after a tip-off that one of the lecturers was locked in the office with a student. The operation led to the arrest of Brian Migala, a lecturer at School of Statistics and Planning.
What are you doing here at this time?
To leave, and she just gave me the questionnaire. What is this one? Nana. She's Nana Kayesu. She's from where?
He was already a wanted man by police on allegations of sex for marks.
What are you doing at this time in this office?
You talk.
You talk.
He was arrested at 9 p.m. with a year 3 student of statistics.
Did you find anyone here?
Didn't let her here?
No.
Although both the girl and the lecturer was dressed by the time police got into the office, police was suspicious.
They locked from down.
No.
It was not locked. It's over here.
There is no place that is locked.
What are you doing here with the students?
At this time here doing my personal work, since even my head of department was here, we are with him.
With the student?
No. This one came in about 5 minutes ago.
They were both arrested and taken to Makerere University Police.
I know you cannot do this. Okay, then we go. Yes, I have no problem with that.
Police later decided to transfer them to Wandagea Police, where they were charged with being public nuisance. In his defense, the lecturer said he was supervising the students' dissertation. Finally, Mr. Misaj Brian was netted, allegedly abusing a student sexually. But police forensic department have a role to prove this. But there is another theory that it is actually not lecturers who perpetuate the vice.
You perform badly, some students, and they're like, I will do anything to make sure I pass. Maybe like finalists, And then they're like, I can't risk it. I'll do anything. I have to go and see this lecturer. So once they go there, the fact that they say they can do anything, it happens that I don't know if it is the students who should talk them, or I think it is two in one.
Even though we could not get any evidence or anyone admitting to it, the theory suggests that some students find themselves performing poorly and have to seduce lecturers for sex to redeem themselves. Police is currently handling 2 cases of sex for marks reported to them in the month of May. 6 girls from the School of Economics filed a complaint to the Guild against Mr. Eric Sajabi, a lecturer of economics. Out of the 6 cases, only 1 case was reported at the university police.
I had to call the culprits, those who happened to get the numbers. I told them there is this allegation. What do you say about them? And I hope maybe they will come and you meet them. You talk about it. Since they are alleged against, they should come out and prove their names. They prove their names clean. How come that in the entire university, a sample of 10, 8 of them are pinning on few individuals? It means maybe they are doing it, but I cannot prove it before we get the side of the either complainant and suspect.
We made an attempt to meet any of the accused, but both evaded us. We were chanced to reach Mr. Eric Sajabi by phone call, but he declined to meet us.
Hello?
Yes, please.
My name is Richard Olweny from NBS TV.
Yes?
We came around to meet you by any chance. By any chance, can we meet today? Well, we're just trying to be fair to you so that you see the evidence that has been, put forward against you.
When it gets done, then I called you.
Thank you.
As the second semester ended over the week with students completing exams, NBS Investigate team spent several days posing as students, interacting with them only to dig out the truth and clear the air on sex for marks. To leave no stone unturned, we touted the 300-hectare university covering the entire hilltop, and the more time we spent there, the more we learned. In 2004, the university came up with a policy against sex between lecturers and students. The policy applies to all students, academic staff, administrative staff, and support staff. When we contacted Makerere University Academic Staff Association, the teaching staff leadership, and the convocation, they condemned the practice, although with little said on what is known.
We have an anti-sexual harassment policy, and it's robust. And there are key stakeholders that are interested in that policy. For example, the School of Gender has been strong and at the forefront. They have even gone to the extent of printing materials and creating awareness.
The alumni and the teaching staff admitted to being bothered by the delays in dispensing the reported cases of sexual harassment. The student leadership say they are strained by multiple complaints as victims fear to come out openly and pin their lecturers.
This, for example, is to put a kind of a letter box at the guild offices where students can feel free to drop their complaints, perhaps in a written form, about particular lecturers. Then we can bring these cases to the attention of the administration.
Richard Olweny, NBS Investigate.